There are friendships in life that go beyond shared success or public moments, connections that quietly shape who we become. For Willie Nelson, that kind of bond existed with Kris Kristofferson. To the world, they were collaborators, bandmates, and icons of country music. But behind the scenes, their relationship carried a deeper meaning. Over the years, they stood beside each other through career highs, creative risks, and personal struggles. After Kris's passing, Willie reflected more openly on what that friendship truly meant. His words weren't dramatic or sensational. They were simple, honest, and filled with gratitude. He spoke about how Kris's music and presence had influenced him during difficult moments in life. It wasn't about secrets or regret as much as it was about realization, understanding, sometimes too late, just how much someone meant to you. Humble beginnings in hard times. Willie Nelson's story begins far from fame, in the small town of Abbott, Texas, during one of the most difficult periods in American history, the Great Depression. Life was simple, but it was also incredibly tough. Raised by his grandparents after his parents left, Willie grew up in a household where every day required effort just to get by. There was no comfort of luxury, only the determination to survive. His grandparents provided stability and introduced him to music at a young age, which would later become his lifeline. As a child, he worked in the fields, contributing to the family's income while trying to navigate school and daily life. These early experiences shaped his character, teaching him resilience and independence. Music wasn't just entertainment for him. It became a source of comfort, a way to process emotions, and eventually, a path forward. Music as an escape and identity. From the moment Willie first picked up a guitar, something changed. It wasn't about fame or ambition at that stage. It was about connection. Music gave him a voice when life felt uncertain. By the time he was a child, he was already writing songs, experimenting with melodies, and finding ways to express what he felt inside. Performing in small local settings helped him build confidence, but more importantly, it gave him purpose. Even in a strict and disciplined household where expectations were high, music offered a sense of freedom. Over time, that passion grew stronger. It became clear that this wasn't just a hobby, it was who he was. Those early years, filled with both hardship and creativity, laid the foundation for everything that would come later. His style, his voice, and his storytelling all came from these beginnings. Struggles before recognition. Before becoming a household name, Willie faced years of uncertainty. He moved from job to job, trying to support himself while holding on to his dream of making music. At times, it seemed like success was always just out of reach. He worked as a radio DJ, sold records on his own, and even took on jobs unrelated to music just to survive. The industry wasn't quick to accept him, and his unique style didn't always fit what was popular at the time. Yet, he didn't give up. Each setback became part of his journey. These experiences shaped not only his resilience, but also the authenticity in his music. When he eventually found recognition, it wasn't because he changed who he was, it was because he stayed true to himself, even when it was difficult. Lessons learned the hard way. One of the defining aspects of Willie's early career was learning difficult lessons about the music industry. Like many young artists, he made decisions out of necessity rather than long-term thinking. Selling songs for small amounts of money helped him survive in the moment, but it also meant losing ownership of work that would later become highly successful. These experiences were frustrating, but they also taught him valuable lessons about control, rights, and the importance of believing in one's own work. Over time, he became more aware of how the industry operated and began to approach his career differently. These lessons played a significant role in shaping the independence he later became known for. They also contributed to the development of a new kind of artist, one who valued creative freedom over conformity. Finding his place in music. Willie's return to Texas marked a turning point. Instead of trying to fit into established systems, he embraced a more authentic approach to music. This period led to the rise of what would become known as the outlaw country movement. It wasn't just about sound, it was about attitude, independence, and creative control. Willie, along with artists like Waylon Jennings, helped redefine what country music could be. Albums released during this time reflected a raw, honest style that connected deeply with audiences. His success during this period showed that there was space in the industry for something different. It also proved that staying true to one's vision could lead to lasting impact, a bond built on music and respect. The connection between Willie Nelson and Kris Kristofferson grew naturally over time. Both were songwriters who valued storytelling and authenticity. They understood each other in ways that went beyond words. Their collaborations, including performances in projects like The Highwaymen, brought together not just talent, but shared experience. Alongside legends like Johnny Cash, they created music that resonated across generations. Their bond was built on mutual respect and a shared understanding of the challenges that came with their careers. It wasn't always about agreement. They had different perspectives, but their connection remained strong. Reflecting on loss and legacy, after Kris Kristofferson's passing, Willie spoke about him with deep respect and appreciation. He highlighted not only his talent as a songwriter, but also the influence he had on others. Songs written by Kris became part of Willie's journey, offering inspiration and emotional connection at different points in his life. These reflections were not about regret in a dramatic sense, but about recognizing the importance of expressing appreciation while there is still time. It's a reminder that relationships, especially meaningful ones, deserve acknowledgement. Through his words, Willie honored not just a collaborator, but a friend who played a significant role in his life. It was a quiet, sincere tribute, one that resonated with fans and fellow musicians alike. The enduring power of music and friendship. As time moves forward, Willie Nelson's story continues to evolve. His career spans decades, but what stands out most is not just his success, it's his authenticity. Through changing times, shifting trends, and personal challenges, he has remained true to himself. His friendship with Kris Kristofferson is just one example of the connections that have shaped his journey. It reflects the importance of shared experiences, mutual respect, and creative collaboration. In the end, stories like this are not just about fame or legacy. They are about people, about the bonds we form, the impact we have on each other, and the ways we carry those connections with us.